Hello fishing friends, this is Matthew with Outfishing 13 bringing you another reel service and repair video for a Zebco reel. Today I'm going to show you how to work on the new Zebco 606. Let's get started. Alright, so here's the 606. This is in the same family as the 202 and the 404. It's built differently than the 808 in some ways and the 888, but it's a nice entry-level reel. It comes spooled with 110 yards of 20-pound tests, so pretty heavy-duty line, good for catfish, big bass, just, lots of different things. It comes with a bite alert, so it has a anti-reverse and then a switch right here where you can put a bite alert on there, when the line comes out. It has a nice adjustable drag that's pretty easy to use, from tight drag to a very loose drag. It's your typical push button reel. Okay, has some hook keepers back here in the back so that you can put your hooks through there. Pretty nice big crank here, but by request somebody asked me to do a service video on this and show everybody how to do it. So like all Zebco reels, the first thing you want to do is you want to take the front cover off. So this one just screws off. So several screws here and it comes off. Next thing you want to do is take the spinner cone assembly off. It comes with just one pin. It's a stainless steel pin. You hold on to the handle like so and you can spin it off. So now it should spin off smoothly like so. Next thing you want to do is take this E-clip off, and it's pretty easy to take off with the screwdriver. Put your screwdriver in there and get that pushed off. It helps if you loosen the drag all the way too. Okay, so there's the E-clip. Then we have a stainless steel drag washer. This is a slotted washer. Okay, now this comes with a plastic spool, which is still a good spool. Okay, and notice that this has grease on here, so when occasionally you want to service this, and it has a fiber drag washer. Let's take that off. Then another stainless steel slotted washer. And then this right here is the adjustment for the drag. And basically, it just screws in and out, and it makes a little ramp. It pushes it out here and tightens that up against there. So we can take this out. We'll just loosen this up all the way. Then the next thing you want to do is take the handle off. You'll need a screwdriver for that. Just take off this screw right here. There's the handle. It's got two flat sides there. Okay, now getting this back cover off can be somewhat of a challenge, and often confuses. It's like, how in the world do I get this handle off, this cover off? Because it doesn't just pop off like your standard 808. It'd be nice if it did, but it doesn't. It's kind of got it's molded plastic. But what you do is you hold onto the foot here, and you push on this corner right here like that, and then it just pops out. Okay, and to put it back on, I'll show you how to put it back on when we get to that point. Okay, then we got back here, the inside of it. Now, if you want to see how to disassemble this particular style of reel, so I'm not going to take this whole thing apart, but if you want to see how to disassemble the rest of this, you can see the description for the 202, and it's exactly the same as this. Basically, you have to take this spring off, push this down, take this out, and then you can clean everything. But basically all you need to do to service this reel is oil a few things and put some grease on some things. So for example, it'd be a good idea to take and put a drop of oil down here on this handle crank. Okay. Then you want to take and put some grease on the main gear here. All right. I'm going to use some pinwheel grease. It doesn't need a lot. You can use a brush and brush some on it. And that's about it for servicing it. Now, if it is really dirty and gritty, I do recommend taking and cleaning the whole thing out and re-greasing this shaft. You could take and put a little bit of oil down here. It does have one ball bearing, so you could put some oil down there to get on that shaft, because this shaft does move in and out. You could put some oil down here on this shaft by the gear, and that'd be it. So let's put the back cover on and reassemble it. And as we reassemble it, I'll show you how to service the drag system. So to put this back on, basically you're just going back on here. This is just made to clip together. Pretty simple. So you get it clipped like this, and then you just, there you go. So you just push it on there, straight on there, and get it all put together. And it snaps in place, just like that. All right. Once you have it like that, let's work on the front here and put things back together. So this right here is the main drag adjustment. This little notch right here needs to go on that screw right into that slot right there. And this little piece right there goes right into that slot right there. You want to take and apply a little bit of grease on here. Okay, and then you put on one of these slotted drag washers, and they're 2 slots just like that. Then you want to put some grease on here, and then this fiber drag washer goes on. You want to put a little bit of grease on it. Okay, and then you put the spool on. Okay, and then you put on this slotted drag washer. You need to put just a little bit of grease here. Then the slotted drag washer. And you want to make sure it gets down on there below this ring here, and then put this back on. Yep, just like this. Take your screwdriver and that's it. Okay. Take and put the handle back on. Now you could take and put a little bit of grease down and oil down in here and let that soak in. There's a little brass bushing right there. You want to make sure that gets down in there all the way. Put your handle on. Put your nut on. Now don't be too aggressive with this nut. What it is it's not stainless steel. It's plastic on the inside with the stainless steel cover on it. So you just want to make sure you get it started right. Screw this on. It doesn't need to be tightened too tight, but Okay, good and snug. Put the spinner cone assembly on. This is a really basic one. Now you may want to take and put some grease right on the tip of this, right here. Put some grease around here. Okay. Now as you tighten this up, one of the things you want to do is reel it and then make sure that it's engaged all the way. Oh, great. We'll put this line through and we'll test the drag. Make sure the drag is working. Now when you put this on, you might want to push the button in a little bit to get the pin down, and then kind of reel it on backwards until you feel it engage, and let's get started. And I screwed it on all the way. See, I didn't get it correct. It's important that you get these caps on there right. Okay, we got it on all the way. Let's test the drag. Okay, that's really loose. Tighten it up. Okay, that's better. A lot of memory in this. One guy told me one of his tricks is to take and pull a line out and put it in some warm water, and that relaxes the memory in it. But pretty decent little reel. Like I said, good for catfish, bank fishing, carp. It's not very expensive. You can buy these in a combo. They might be like 30-35 bucks, and you're ready to go fishing. Great for kids, great for just about anybody. Easy to use. It's tangle free. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks, and have a great day.